friends, welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be trying a new technique in my planner. Let me show you the practice one I have, which is doing this ink blending, gradient ink blending in my boxes. I'm really excited. I'm going to do a Disney princess, specifically Cinderella themed spread, and I thought that these colors looked really nice together. I played with doodling on it, which I really like. These were stamped. So I'm going to go ahead and, this was just a scrap piece of paper. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on my actual pages. Let's talk about the page for a second. This is the vertical dashboard layout available on my website. I'm using the gridded version with the open boxes. This is a left-hand side page. I've organized things in my shop to have left pages and right pages, and then you can mix and match them and combine them. I'll put a link in the cards up above on how to combine pages so that you can print them double-sided. And so I've got this on the back of last week's spread. But at the moment in the shop, I only have this page available as a right side page, but if you'd like it as a left, leave a comment and I will work on getting that up. I just got to rearrange everything slightly and update the website, which is totally doable, but there are 10 or 11 versions of this sheet with and without the grid and with different things in this corner here. So each one isn't hard to make, but getting all 11 up on the website is a project. And so if I do both the left and the rights are all already up, but we'll be up to 22 versions of just this page. You won't need to get all of those. It's mix and match. You get to choose if you want the grids or not, and what you want in this corner. I've got 6 different versions of this corner. Anyway, that's enough blabbing. I'm going to be using this Hampton Art Ink. I bought these at Joann's. I bought them not because they're great for this, although maybe they are. I don't have a lot of experience, but because you can get a lot of colors in these small, I didn't have any stamping ink, so I needed colors, and so that's where I started. And then I'm going to need to mask off the parts that I don't want to get inked. So I'm going to go and do that, and I'll be right back. So this is a washi I got in a big D-stash bundle, and I'm never going to use it. It's cute, but it's not me. Get this a little out of the way here. We'll leave her here. So I've just taken strips, and I'm actually I don't want to tear my page, so I'm just going to once put them on my clothing just to reduce the sticky a little bit, and go ahead and do this everywhere. Okay, so I've masked off everything. It actually might be smart to get a little bit more here, just in case, because it's easy to go over. I have mine taped to a piece of acrylic, just because you want to be able to still be able to freely move your, it's easier if you can go around. And you start blending off the page, and so this is an easy way to keep my table clean, not use a lot of scrap paper. I'll just wipe this all off when I'm done, and I think it should work well. It's my first time using it, but it's just a piece of acrylic I had kicking around, so I figured may as well. This is the Ranger Mini Blending Tool. I'll link it below in the pads. I'm actually really excited about the domed pads. I'm buying mine from scrapbook.com, but they haven't arrived yet, and these are available at my local store, which is nice. Let me see, there's not a color name for this, so I'll link the pack that I bought it. There are 2 of these 12 packs available. Okay. So I want to first make the disclaimer that I am not an expert at this. That practice I showed you is only the 3rd time I've tried it, and it's all been practice. But that's part of the fun. So I'm going to make sure I'm on screen here. And I'm just going to go for it. So I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, and I'm gonna just go for it. I'll talk to you here for a little bit at the beginning, and then I will fast forward, because this, I think, is going to take a while. Oh, I ripped my page a little with this washi. I had to cut the washi down. So that's unfortunate, but I'm not going to really be blending up there much, I don't think, because I'm doing a gradients in. So I think I will end up putting a sticker there, and we'll be okay. All right, so I've seen evidence you should be like swiping instead of pouncing. And then with these in particular, compared to the don't, it's good to like dab off a little and then start off the page. And I find that, so you're trying to avoid getting a really obvious mark when you very first put your blending tool down. And I found that the best way for me to avoid that is to start off, but also start like with especially light pressure. It's really tempting. You want to like when you want to lay down color, it's really tempting to like really be pushing down hard. And I think you might get more color that way, but you'll get also a rougher blend. So I'm practicing having a light hand, and then hopefully less arm fatigue as well. I've got my first layer down, but you can tell I started here, and that's okay because that's not darker than I'm hoping to end up. But I'm going to start again, dab, and I'm going to start somewhere else, and again, really light here at the beginning to avoid marks. And then once you've got that like first ink kind of off, then you can go a little harder if that's what you're looking for. I'm not getting a ton of ink pickup per dab here. I could probably be getting more if I were trying harder, but I'm not very experienced at gradient making, and so it's easier, although it takes longer, if you start off pretty translucent and then just build up layers. So I'm starting each time here at the bottom where I want the gradient to go, and then I can tell I'm depositing less ink, and then I'm working my way up, because I don't really want even the top of this to be stark white, but I do want it to be the lightest. More, I can see some blotchiness here, so I'll dab, and then again super light here at the beginning, and then feel free to go a little harder once you get that first ink off. So I'm just going to keep doing this. If I think of anything to tell you, I will, but I think I will switch over to time lapse now, because we might be here a little while. So this is already kind of falling apart, which is annoying because I just bought it this weekend, but it's peeling up here and I tore a chunk off. So I'm gonna get a new one, but I'm looking forward to the fact that I have other ones from a different company on order, because I'm not pleased with that. So anyway, and that's part of why I'm getting kind of all of this roughness here. So I'm going to try and go blend that out. Okay, here we are. Some things I learned. Rips definitely change things. We'll put a sticker there. It'll be fun. It's better to have, it's really tempting to like be pushing because you're trying to blend, and that will ruin your pad very quickly. You'll get a better blend and you'll keep your things if you consciously go lighter than you really want to. I also didn't talk about paper. I think this is HP 32 pound premium paper. I'll link it below. Either that or it's the Staples 28-pound paper. I'll link that also. Those are my two go-tos. But paper will also affect your blend. Mine is a little patchy. That's probably partly my paper, partly my ink, partly my skill. But this is a planner page. I'm going to be putting stickers on it. So we're going to live and let live. All right. I'm going to very carefully remove the washi tape. I did stick it to my clothes before we started. I'm hoping that will prevent rips. I mean, obviously washi tape is supposed to tear your paper anyway. I've been burned by this washi before, so be careful. Go slowly. I like to pull it like a 45-degree angle here. Slowly and carefully. All right, this one is trickiest one. The paper is more delicate where the punches are. All right, tiny bit of ripping here. I think we'll survive the experience, but maybe I would do it with their 32-pound paper if this isn't it. I think this is the 28. Now we have an inked page. Maybe it's gonna go nicely with her. I don't know what I'm doing on this other page yet. We'll get there. So in my practice, I used a white gel pen to make these little like stars that are here on the sticker that I'm going to use. So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. I'm going to use this Signo Angelic. Pretty much it's not the whitest of my gel pens, which is annoying sometimes, but I think it's going to serve me well here. I'm not looking to make like a really high contrast image here, just add a little more texture. All right, so I just really roughly drew those in, really sketchy and doodly. They're not even or precise, but remember, we're gonna put boxes down. It's just a texture. The next thing I'm gonna do, I think, is date it. So these are print and cut stickers from my silhouette. I will link to the Etsy shop where I got these. This insert is designed so that there's room for 1/2-inch tall date covers if you want them, and then the printed words are small and thin enough that they're like very easy to cover. Okay, I will probably cover that habits at some point, but not yet. This comes with purple dates, and I'm not sure. Her dress is on the purple side of blue, but I don't know that I'm going to be using anything that purple. I'm going to wait for now. I can always take a white gel pen and put the dates on here. I think it's become time to make a decision about what's happening on this other page. All right, I guess I didn't really talk about this layout that much here. I mean, I did a little at the beginning, but it's set out to be 1.5 inches wide for each of these columns, so your normal Happy Planner and Erin Condren stickers will fit. It's kind of the height of 2 Erin Condren stickers and like 1.5 Happy Planner stickers. I like to do these on weeks where I have fewer things assigned to a specific day and more things that are just sometime this week, and I'll put like a weekly list here and then only things that are specific to a day. On the left, I'm using this spread while I am on vacation, so I'm not worried about not having enough space, which is part of why it was a good time to use the Cinderella sticker, because it's enormous and this is a good layout for it. I'll still probably put a like this week kinds of stuff here, but I probably wouldn't use a sticker this big on a week where I have more going on. All right, I don't think I have ever used a sticker this big. I got most of her dress. We'll have to cut a little bit of it off, but not too much. There aren't any glass. Oh, there are glass slippers there. So That's perfect. There we go. So she is down. I gotta decide what else I want to use. There are some kind of quote stickers here. There's some pink on them, which I don't currently have anywhere else on my spread, but I could include it. I also have the like smaller box of these. I don't have the colorful boxes version, which would be helpful. So I think the blue from Belle will also match. I haven't used this book yet. But here is Cinderella. Let me see if any of my I've got any plain box stickers that will match. So I think we're gonna have to stick to this book plus some print and cuts boxes myself. I don't know how many more Cinderella like faces I want on here. You know, we've already got, she's well represented. I wish there were just like a glass slipper. I do like this one though. I wonder if the clear will show up well. It covers my habit trackers I use for there. Only a little bit. I'm gonna cut off some of the clear sticker paper that's like surrounding her feet. I like the idea of her like sitting on a ledge, and this is the best ledge I've got. Yeah, that works. I'm just gonna white out habits. So there she is. She shows up okay here in the light version on clear sticker paper. But I think that's probably mostly all I want of her face everywhere. I'm tempted to put like a remember this or something. I don't know what order these are in. Remember, to-do list, but I don't want to cover her shoes, you know? Shoes are kind of the most important part. Maybe I won't do all of my habits this week. I'll put this here just to bring some of the color in. I'll label my habits, and that when I do them, I will fill them in with like a blue marker. There's a video that I'll link up in the cards and down below on how I organize my Crayola super tips. Let me just pull that out real quick so that I can find, you know, exactly the right color. It comes in like hundreds of colors, well, 100 I guess. And I'll probably use this one here, although I might use like more than one. So check out that video if you want to see how I find, you know, exactly these markers when I'm looking for them. All right, I was gonna try and find a box sticker for here, but instead I think I have enough room. I'm just going to write directly on this paper. So put remember this, and then, okay, I'm going to draw these lines in with a gray jelly roll. Problem with using jelly pens for this, well, first I gotta get it going properly here, but I always end up smearing them when I pick my stencil up. We're not gonna do that this time. I'm gonna wait for this to dry. Although I didn't get a particularly like juicy line from it this time around. As I said, this is not a week where I have a lot going on. If I did, I could put more boxes. You know, I could put something like here in her dress if I wanted to. I could have used a smaller sticker. I wonder if I want a few more lines. I'll let that finish drying first. But as I said, this is not a busy week for me. I'm not going to worry about it. I need some boxes. I'm tempted to take like bits of this, but I don't think that's the right thing. All right, I think I'm gonna print some colorful boxes. And I know lots of people have like the boxes of colorful boxes, the books, or lots of Etsy sellers sell them. I usually just print my own, but they're all essentially the same. I usually on a day like this expect to have on a week like this have about kind of 4 things that I need to do. I'm also going to see if I can find a glass slipper, because that would be really good. So I'll be back. Alright, so I printed some boxes. I don't know that I'll have enough, but I don't really know what I'm doing. And I didn't find a glass slipper that I liked, so I might draw my own. We'll see. But let's start by putting some boxes down. So I picked gray and like a desaturated grayish blue in 2 different colors. Trying to decide. This wants to be a cluster over here. We'll see less of the blending here, but more of it here. Maybe like this. The grid on these boxes are meant to help you lay boxes down straight, although when you ink blend on them, it's a little harder to tell. I need, I think, a little square one here and a longer one here. So I want to cover this, and I'm going to put a glass slipper here in the corner. Oh, I haven't thought about washi tape. Alright, we've got something I can work with here now. Just the outline. I'm using a hard tip brush pen to do this outline in the hopes that it will kind of tie it in with the art that's already here. I have a lot of experience drawing glass. Give it a little shading. Again, this is a brush pen. Seem like it's glass. Alright, not excellent, but good enough. I'm gonna try kiss cutting it with my X-Acto knife. Alright, hopefully we cut through the right amount there. Some problems, but I think that's fun. Let's see if there are any like little things. We're almost there. It'd be fun to add some stuff there, but if worse comes to worse, I can add a little more of like the sparkles. Here, let's add some checklist. As I said, I'm on vacation this week, so I don't expect to need very much space per day. There should be plenty. Hooray for today. Here to do, there's some clear rose gold sparkles that I'm tempted to add here, but I've got a fair amount of sparkle going. Do today's focus. Here, don't forget. I like these Disney sticker books. I really like the art style. I like these sticker books, but I'm sad that they don't have any of the side characters, mice, or you know, her little helpers. I'm not a big quote person, but like I feel like I could put something. Often I end up lettering like extra things that happen that day in the empty spots during the after the pen. So we might be almost done, although the stuff from Belle's I think also fits. But I'd love there to be like more little deco items, you know, the mice, the slippers, and just like little things. I know 2 books came out for this collection. It's possible that some of that was in the other collection, but I don't think they did the art. Like, I think they must have commissioned this art special, and I think they only did the princesses. I don't think any of the rest of this matches. I don't see anything. I guess I never dated it. I'll do that with a jelly pen afterwards up here. But I also need to put the month in. I wish I had a white, I don't have a white lettering brush pen. So I'm going to just draw that in take my, all right, this pen really disappears as it dries, so I might need to do a couple of coats here to really get it to show up on this blue. Apologize if you can see the top of my head. It's not easy to letter from under the camera. But here we have it. Some ink blending, Disney princesses. Really got all the things, depending on what your definition of all the things are. You have this very limited version of all of the things, and this one has it. Alright, that's going to dry more transparent, but I will do another layer. And I think that is done. So I'll write with this week in, I think, gray mostly pen with some blue accents. And I think it will be really fun. So thanks for hanging in here with me. I hope you found this inspiring, and if you try ink blending on your pages, let me know. This, I haven't found that it bleeds through on this weight of paper. So even on my test, this is like 20-pound cheap printer paper. I didn't have any bleed through, maybe a very slight amount of shadowing on it. So it was totally fine on this thicker paper. Sometimes I do get bleed through for when I actually stamp, although I don't know about with this particular ink, but I think with the blending, it's such a thin layer that you don't have a problem. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this. If you did, please hit like and subscribe to see other tutorials. I try to do really different kinds of spreads every week, so if you enjoy that, hit subscribe, and I will talk to you soon.